Number 1. Nearly 71% of the Earth's surface is covered by the global ocean. So how much is covered by land? 29%, exactly. And which ocean is our largest ocean? The Pacific Ocean, that's right. And then number 3 says use figures 1 and 2 to determine which ocean is located on the right of the United States. And number 4, there's 2 manned submersibles used for deep sea research. Do you know what those are?
Alright, so all you do when you're dividing in the same page, you subtract all these numbers. What number is here? 1. It's 1. If there's nothing, there's only actually 1. Use 8. Take away 6.
Impressive.
So
Alright.
8,
So number 5, using sonar, depth can be calculated from the speed of sound in water. How many meters per
So
second?
this is 9 to
1,500 meters per second. Very
which
good.
is just 9. Questions?
So that's how long it takes for energy to reach the bottom of the ocean and then come back, basically. Have you ever seen like the old movies with submarines where they have sonar and you hear it kind of like coming out? Yeah, that's what they're doing. It's like sending out sound waves and then it comes back.
9 states. So what's going to say?
Number 6. What are able to measure the difference in ocean surface and height? Satellites, very good. And number 7. What currents are occasionally movements of dense sediment, rich water down the continents? Turbidity, very good. And what is the gently sloping submerged surface extending from the shoreline? Continental shelf, exactly. So I always picture it as like literally a shelf coming out over land. Like here, or coming out over the ocean. Like here's the ocean, and then it's coming out like into the ocean. Like a shelf. Does that make sense?
And then you're going to do, did you finish your English?
Alright, and what contains important mineral deposits and large reservoirs of oil and natural gas and huge sand and gravel deposits? Exactly. So that area of land is really important.
Are you coming back this week?
And then number 10, biogenous sediment consists of what?
Sunday. So on Monday, I mean,
Exactly. So anytime you hear the word bio, it means life. So it's things that were once alive, and shells were once on like crabs and things like that. So it's like, yeah, it's like sediment made of life. Number 11, what are the major resources from the ocean floor?
8, 9, 10, 6, 7, so you did 4 and 5. You never did 1, 2. So I need English world 1, 2, 3, and then either English play or math play.
Okay. So, yeah, we got oil. I have them in a different order, but I'll just tell you what I have. Oil, natural gas, hydrates, sand and gravel, manganese, and evaporated
Sure.
salts. I think I just showed you that.
So what about you for your Monday?
So there's lots of good stuff. And mining the deep ocean floor for manganese nodules is possible, but exactly. So you can do it, but you're not going to make money off of it. So it's not really the best idea. Number 13. Which ocean currents move toward the poles? Now this one's a little tricky because you gotta think about your opposite. So 13 is warm. If you want to start with warm, ocean currents move towards the poles. Now, even though the poles are cold, the warm water goes towards it, and then the cold water comes away from it. So it's like, picture it like the equator is the hottest part of the earth, and the warm water leaves and goes towards the poles, and then the poles bring the cold water back.
And then.
Does that make sense?
What else?
So it's like mixing in the ocean all the time.
If you want to go, you pull.
So 14 is
not be late.
so things like
Anyways, the bus is gonna be here and we'll have to pick up from here.
Alright, and then number 15, the current from the Gulf Stream brings warm water from the equator, affecting the climate of what? Close. I put Britain and Europe because the way the currents are set up, the water leaves the Gulf Stream and goes towards Europe, and it causes a lot of rain. So like Britain and London, they're always rainy because of the warm water going that way.
Okay, so I need you to copy this.
Does that make
onto
sense?
here.
Number 16, the vertical distance between trough and crest is called the what? Exactly, the wave height. So that's just how tall is the wave. Number 17, ocean waves obtain their energy and motion from what? And they can travel what? And the greater the wind, what? The greater the wave is. Exactly. So it's like the faster the wind is blowing, the more waves you get. And you can see that if you've ever been to the beach and like the wind picks up, the waves start getting bigger. Alright, number 18, what is fetch? Exactly. Very good. And as a wave travels, the water particles pass the energy along by what?
No. Are you gonna stay here now?
Yep. So it moves in a circle, and the water particle doesn't advance, but the wave does. So I know it's kind of hard to like wrap your mind around it, but the water in the ocean isn't going anywhere. It's just the gravity causes the wave motion, but the water's not moving. It's kind of hard to think about. For 4?
Oh, geez, just back.
If you want to go over this one, I can go over it with you. I'm done with her.
Okay. You ready?
Okay, so we were on number 20. As the quantity of energy, speed, and length transferred from the wind to the water increases, both the what and the what of the wave increases. Exactly. So the more energy you have, the bigger the wave, basically. And what exhibits 2 high tides and 2 low tides each tidal day?
Thank you.
The semi-zero
Very good. And what are tides that have the greatest tidal range due to the alignment of the Earth, Moon, Sun, Stars? And number 23, a diurnal tidal pattern is characterized by what? Right, and specifically a single high and a single low. Number 24, observe the difference between the 2 tidal patterns. So we kind of talked about that, the semi-diurnal versus the spring tides versus the diurnal tidal.
Do you need to talk to us about it? Okay. Thank you.
Number 25, what is the thawing and grinding action of rock
You did it
fragments
all?
in the water?
PE1, credit 2.
And number 26, what allows longshore currents to easily move the fine suspended sand and to roll larger sand and gravel particles along the beach? So that's like underneath the surface of the water. It's like mixing.
There you go.
And number 27, when a sea arch falls in, an isolated remnant for what is left? And number 28, wave erosion creates what? It's a wave cut platform.
Let me take you to the person who can tell you what it is in the right words. Come on.
then, did you get the second part? Receding cliff. Yeah, receding is R-E-C-E-D-I-N-G. And that's just a fancy word for something that's moving backwards. It's like becoming less. Number 29, what is an elongated ridge of sand that projects from the land into the mouth of an adjacent way? And number 30, what is the addition of large quantities of sand? Exactly. So, healthy beach, essentially. All right. Did you have any questions about those? Okay. Did you want to study a little bit? Okay. Just let me know when you're ready.